They sound so crazy. Listen, this is what happened. Girl, bye. That's Cookie. These old people be hating on young people. I ain't lying. Now look, you and I both know, we all know that King Von's mama, she had a dream. She probably warned that boy, especially if he's been a good son to her. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. Most good sons who have not disrespected their mothers, they don't get killed in the street like a dog. You hear me? I got a son. Me and him don't get along. I don't like how he roll and all of that. He don't like how I roll. But you know when he ever balled up his fist at me? Put his hands on me? Never. And you know what? Him still alive. But I do have another son who did put his hands on me. I do have another son who called me out of my name, who disrespected me. And not just in front of me, in front of my other son, in front of my little sister, my little niece and nephews, and he's dead. Oh, did I tell you he robbed me too? Yeah, I cashed my check on a Friday, and before I could pay my bills or anything like that, he stole money from me. He stole my whole check. He stole my whole check. Then when I was in Tukwila, he asked to move in with me, and Virgil said that he could. And he robbed us, stole Virgil's social security number, stole jewelry from me. I tried to put him out. Oh, and he also tried to lie on me to Virgil. Tell Virgil some stuff, like me and Virgil need any help from him breaking up. He didn't know that Virgil wasn't in love with me and didn't plan on staying with me no way. But he didn't know that. So that happened like in August. And then the girl that he brought with him to move in with me and Virgil, she was a meth addict. How about that? She was a meth addict, and he brought her into our house because Virgil said it was okay, not me. And that happened in August of 2012. Me and Virgil broke up by New Year's Eve because, of course, he was also using drugs and went missing. And I changed the locks on the house. And all through that time, I went and bought myself my truck. And I used that truck driving all over King County, trying to keep Joseph here, even after he stole from me, after everything that he did to me, because I just felt like he needed time to change. But I believe that that boy had something in plan for me to harm me, and instead, God took him up out of here. And let me tell you something. Before the weekend before he died, I was with Erin, not a friend of mine, and she asked me to do a tarot reading, and it was knives all up and through that, and I didn't even think of Joseph at all, because at that point in time he was on his own. See that? Now, what I'm gonna do? Get off of there. That's a dog. Get off of my stuff, girl. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna use to make a patch. So, girl, what was you doing, mother? Huh? Kill him. So anyway, um, trying to think if I should make a. What should I do? Should I just do a square, or what should I do? I don't want to be making too much work for myself, but okay, I'm gonna just I'm gonna make a strip across the booties. So anyway, not only did he do that, he did a whole lot more stuff. That by he came back to me, thinking that he could stay with me again after everything that he had done. But mm-mm, no, no, he could not come back and live with me. This was after me and Virgil had broken up, and I was staying by myself. And he wanted to come and stay with me, but he wanted to bring that crackhead, the meth addict. It's a no. It's a no. She needs to go to her mammy. I'm not her mama, and I'm not taking no stray people off the street. I got enough on my hands dealing with him. So anyway, um, I believe Erin knew. I believe she knew that Joseph was on the street doing drugs, because that's kind of like her deal. But she didn't tell me. But the cards said that he was gonna get stabbed or whatever. But I'm out of it. I'm out of it, because I really believe that he had plans on killing me. That's what he planned on doing. The Bible says a boy let on the loose causes his mother shame. I didn't let Joseph off on the loose. I didn't date no dope man. I ain't killed nobody's son. I was the one who raised him every day of his life. Like I say, I got two sons. One don't agree with me at all. Don't agree with me at all. Trying to manipulate me and all of that. I ain't for it. He got a problem because I don't drive a Benz and I'm not willing to do anything for money and all of that. So lame. My kids don't run me. And he was like, all right. The other one stole from me, put his hands on me, disrespected me more than once. Brought a crackhead to my house. I don't smoke crack. I don't do none of that stuff. I had to get on that girl's case because she would spend hours in the bathroom. We only had one bathroom. Virgil got to go to work. You need to get out of there. You ain't even got no job. Woo! And Tukwila police told me that if I sign a piece of paper, they would keep him out of Tukwila city limits. That's how bad it was, just in Tukwila. That don't even take into account what I went through with him in Houston. None of that. None of that. And I'm gonna tell you something. My little sister uh, was on his case, Curlin. That's what I'm talking about. Curlin and Albert Patterson. She disrespected me when I was down there with my son, getting in the middle of it. Instead of having my back, she supported my son in his recklessness. She paying for that. Because she got some raggedy ass kids too. Mm-hmm. Oh, she called me to apologize, to apologize after he was dead. But it's funny that the whole time that she did that, she never felt no remorse about it, and didn't feel like a darn thing. And then when he was killed, then she gonna go calling me, wanting to come to his funeral and all of that. Hell to the no. Same thing with Marianne Mayo, my other little sister. Another one that was never there. She up there doing all kinds of dumb crap because she's a psycho. She's a psycho. When Jesse died, she called the bank to have them to put the mortgage in her name because the owner of the house was dead. But her mama's still alive in the house. What I tell you about how you treat your mama. And Marianne dead today. She dead today. Whereas, like I say, oh, they used to have all kinds of fights and goings on. Honey, all kinds of. I never got into it. And they all dead today. And here I am, sewing my britches. That's what I'm doing. Child, I tried to tell them. I tried to talk to them. They disrespected me. So here I am today. Did I go to any of their funerals? No, because I'm in another state. And I ain't going nowhere near their state or their area of the town. So like, I'm trying to figure out how I should do this here. I said I was going to, I just hate to, see, I hate to cut off this material here, cut it straight across. I hate to do that. Yeah, they all did today. Because there's rules. There's rules. They all did today. Mm-mm-mm. This here is a little trick that I learned many, many, many years ago. But I'm gonna do it today. This here don't have to be perfect. It don't have to be perfect. Okay. So this here go across like this. It's stretchy. So when I finish, it's gonna be, see, I'm gonna line up that middle seam with the middle seam on there. So you'll see how it'll go. All right, so I'll be back. It's gonna be like part two.